Jai Hind, dear students. Good morning. How are you all? I hope you all must be fine and practicing your lessons on regular basis. So today in our online class, we are going to discuss report writing. What is its style? What is the format? How many types of reports are there? And how many marks it carries in your exam. So let us begin. The very first question which comes to our mind when we talk about report writing is what is a report? What is a report? What is the difference between a report and an article? So let me tell you what is a report. A report is a written composition, or in other words we can say it is a prepared talk about a particular subject. It is a vivid expression of a personal experience on account of something heard, seen, done, studied, etc., meant to be published or broadcasted. The most common example is the news reports we read in the newspaper every day. Reports can be of many types, such as a newspaper report, a report about an event, a report about an accident, a report about an enquiry or survey. But in your exam, in board exam, generally two types of reports are asked in the CBSE class 12th English paper, namely newspaper report or a magazine report. Newspaper report is the one which is published in a newspaper, and magazine report is generally written for a school magazine. Okay, now let us move forward. So is it clear to you that in your exams only two reports come, namely one is newspaper report and the another one is the magazine report. Okay, now let us discuss about its marking scheme. Report writing format. Format includes heading and reporter's name. It carries 1 mark. Okay, then comes your content. Content carries 4 marks. Expression carries 5 marks. And what is the meaning of expression? Expression means grammatical accuracy, appropriate words and spelling. Coherence and relevance of ideas and style. What is this coherence? Coherence means how you have interlinked the ideas, whether you have interlinked the ideas in an organized manner or not. So overall, in total, it carries 10 marks, and the word limit for this is 150 to 200 words. Okay, now let us discuss about the format of a magazine report first. So what does a magazine report consist? Magazine report contains a heading. Okay, heading we have already discussed, and we were doing article writing also. At that time also we have discussed heading. What is a heading? A descriptive title which is expressive of the contents of the report. After that, you are not supposed to any line. Just after that comes your byline. What is this byline? In byline, you have to write the word by, and then you are supposed to write the name of the person writing the report. It is generally given in the question. The name is generally given in the question. Remember, you are not supposed to mention your personal detail in your board exams. Okay? If name is not given in the question, then you are supposed to write XYZ or ABC. Next comes your content, and content contains what? Okay, after byline, you have to leave one line. Okay, and then you have to start writing your content. So your content must be divided into 3 paragraphs, namely opening paragraph, then account of the event in detail, the middle paragraph, and in the last, conclusion. So let us discuss what you are supposed to write in the opening paragraph. Opening paragraph, it may include the 5 W's, namely what, why, when and where, along with who was invited as the chief guest. Do remember why we have included who here, because we are discussing about the magazine report. Okay, because we are discussing about the magazine report, that is why we have included who was invited as the chief guest, right? Account of the event in detail. Next comes the middle paragraph, where you are supposed to mention the proper sequence of events that occurred along with their description. It is the main paragraph and can be split into 2 short paragraphs if required. Okay. Then comes your last paragraph, that is called conclusion. This will include the description of how the event ended. It may include quote, excerpts from the chief guest speech, or how did the event wind up. Okay, so this was the format of our magazine report. Now let us quickly see the format of our newspaper report. Format of our newspaper report. If you can see, there is a similarity in both these reports. If you can see, you can find few similarities in both the reports, like headline and byline. Headline is same in this newspaper report also, a descriptive title which is expressive of the contents of the report, and then byline, name of the person writing the report along with the designation. Very important. If you can see my cursor here, along with the designation, means in newspaper report you have to mention the designation of the writer. Okay, generally newspaper reports are written by whom? By the newspaper correspondent or the staff reporter. That is the designation which comes. Okay, so you are supposed to write, for example, let us assume there is a staff reporter Ankita. So Ankita, staff reporter TOI. TOI means Times of India. So this is how you are supposed to write. It is generally given in the question. Means name and designation will already be provided to you in the question. Remember again, you are not supposed to mention your personal details in your answer. Okay, now there is a change. After that comes place and date of reporting. When it was not there in our school magazine report. Okay, but here in newspaper report it comes place and date of reporting. It is generally not mentioned in the magazine report separately, but here it is. Means you are supposed to write place and date of reporting. After byline, you have to leave one line here also. Okay. Then comes your opening paragraph. It includes expansion of the headline. It needs to be short as it is a journal overview of the report. Then will come your middle paragraph, which will give the account of the event in detail. It is generally written in 2 parts. First, complete account of what happened in its chronological sequence. Chronological sequence means exactly in the way it happened. Firstly what happened, then what happened, then what happened. That is called chronological order. Okay. And second, the witness remarks. Whosoever has witnessed that event. Newspaper reports generally we write for crime scenes and for accidents. So whosoever has witnessed that accident or whosoever has seen that crime area, so that witness remarks also we include when we write a news report for the newspaper. In the last comes the concluding paragraph. This will include the action that has been taken so far or that will be taken. It is the last paragraph. Okay, so now let us quickly see what is the difference between a magazine report and a newspaper report, and I have tried to draw the comparison through this table. So you can see here I have written magazine report and here I have written newspaper report. Magazine report also contains headings. Newspaper report also contains headings. After that, you are supposed to write by word, by and then the name of the writer. In magazine report, byline, but no designation, only name of the writer you have to write, no designation. But in newspaper report, byline along with the designation. After that comes in magazine report, you have to leave one line and then the opening paragraph. But in newspaper report, you need to mention date and place. Okay, I will show you a sample format in my further later on slides, and then you can see opening paragraph will come in the magazine report. Then in magazine report will come account of the event, how the event took place, what was the sequence of that event, and what was the chronological order. Okay, what happened first, everything you need to mention here, and in the last you need to draw your conclusion. Whereas in newspaper report you need to mention date and place, and then will come your opening paragraph, then account of the event and witness remark, very important, and in the last conclusion. One more thing, that in report writing you can give your opinion, but opinion must be very short. It should not be very lengthy, because report writing is something like we have witnessed and we exactly describe what has happened over there. So we are not supposed to write anything from our own. We cannot add whatever we have seen. We just have to present a picture in front of our readers. Okay, so you need to give the description, all the details in your report writing, so that the readers can visualize what exactly had happened over there. Okay, so now let us move to our next slide. Few important points which you should take care while writing a report. Be factual and do not add any information on your own that may seem fictitious. See here, means you are not supposed to give your own opinion, or you are writing anything which is coming to your mind in report writing. No, I told you report writing means you have witnessed an event, okay, and you are exactly presenting the picture in front of the readers what has happened in that event. So please do not write any information from your own. Number 2, write in indirect speech and preferably in passive voice. Very important. Just to make your report writing attractive, more attractive, eye-catching, it is preferred that it should be written in passive voice. Okay, and it has to be in past tense also, because report writing means the event it has happened in the past and we are just writing it. So we are giving the description or detail of the event which has already been happened in the past. So that is why it has to be in past tense. Please take care of this. The third point which comes is write report in third person form and avoid using pronouns like I, me or you. Very good point. Very, very important point. Generally students, they forget, and it makes your report writing very impressive when you write it in third person. Okay? Avoid imposing your personal opinions and do not make any conclusions. As I already told you, it is a report writing, it is not article writing where you are free to give your suggestion and opinion. Here you have to jot down only the facts which has happened there. In the last, answer the questions to when, where, why, what, who, and how that event took place. Okay, so please include these. Your report must answer these basic questions: when, where, why, what, who, and how. Okay, so here I have written for you okay now you can see here you can see here I have divided the report writing into two parts. One is the newspaper report and another one is the magazine report. Report writing contains 10 marks and the word limit is 200 words. Now what is the difference? Newspaper report, you are writing for a news, so it must include what we are talking about, what we are going to report about. Then when, we need to mention date. Where, we need to mention the place. Then we have to write about the people involved in that, how it happened, and in the last, when we conclude, we can add a little bit of our opinion, not too much. Okay, newspaper report writing is intense sort of writing. It's a little bit intense. Okay, it tells, because it is about crime, accident, etc. So we are not supposed to write any superfluous or any a kind of our own imagine in that. Just see the format: title. Just after that, you are supposed to write the by with the name of the person plus with the designation, comma, and then you are supposed to write the designation. I have written here correspondent, TOI means Times of India. Then you need to leave a line, and from the extreme left only you have to start New Delhi. Then whatever date you are writing that report, then you are supposed to put these columns and start writing from there only. See, I have written start writing from here only. Just start writing in front of those columns. Okay, no need to leave any line or something after writing place name and date. Then afterwards your content will come, where you need to add a lot of details not from your own side, details of what you have observed there. And because it is intense report, you need to elaborate the scene, the crime scene or the accident scene. You need to make present a picture in front of the reader's eyes so that they can feel that. Okay, so in this way you need to elaborate it. This is about our newspaper report. Now magazine report. Magazine report is little bit light. It's not that intense because it carries it includes events. It talks about events, and events, they are really very good. Like event can be a donation camp or an annual function in your school. Okay, so that is why it's not that intense. So when we while writing the magazine report, what we need to take care of is we need to mention the type of event, whether it is a, I told you, donation charity event, or it is your school annual function. What is it? Then occasion may include birthday party, wedding festival. Okay, it could be anything, wedding ceremony, any festival, right? So occasion. Then comes your date, time, venue. Very important. On which date that event took place, what was the time, and where was the venue. So this you need to mention. Then chief guest or any performances if it took place over there. So if any chief guest was invited, you need to mention about him also. In the last, your comment on the event. Okay, what do you feel? How do you feel about the event? If there was any scope for improvement, or how was the decoration? How do you like the overall event? So your opinion. And in the last, you need to wrap it up with the conclusion. Okay, so let's see the format of news magazine report here. The same title, then byline, then you are supposed to leave one line and then you have to write your content. For your convenience, I have given sequence them like A, B, C, D, E, F, so that your first paragraph, it will include what? A plus B. What is your A? It should mention what type of event it was and what was the occasion, if it would be. So basically it is a kind of an introduction paragraph which will give the brief introduction of your event. To make your report writing look more neat and so that the evaluator may impress, you may leave one line in between, but it is not necessary. But to make your report writing neat, it is preferred that you leave one line in between your paragraph. In your second paragraph, it will include it is the combination of C plus D. What is the C plus D? That means when this event happened, where it happened, what was the time, who was the chief guest, and how was the performance, how many performances. That all you are supposed to include in your middle paragraph. And then comes your last paragraph where you will write your comment on the event, plus you will give a conclusion. So I hope the difference between newspaper report and magazine report must be clear to all of you. Few points which I want to tell you over here is that don't give too many suggestions or opinions, because it is a report writing, it's not article writing. Try to present a picture. Try to create a picture in front of the reader, okay, so that they can visualize the whole event. It must be in an organized manner. Okay, your report writing must be in an organized manner, exactly in the chronological order I told you. It's very important to take care of the chronological order. Whatever has happened first, you need to write it in the first. Then whatever has happened in the second, you need to write it later on, like in the same manner. So you need to follow the chronological order while writing report. Okay, now let us see a sample report. You can see here on the screen it's written, you are Ahmad Adila. Your school recently celebrated its 25th annual day at CD Fort Auditorium, New Delhi. As the school correspondent, write a report in 150 to 200 words for the school magazine. So you got an idea, the name is given, you have to write this report for your school magazine, so you need to follow the school magazine report format. You can see here they have given a title, annual day function, and just after that, by who is writing this report, it's given here Ahmad. So Ahmad. The 25th annual day function of Regent Public School was held on 20th December 2014 at 6 p.m. at CD Fort Auditorium, New Delhi. The chief guest for the occasion was Dr. R.N. Sharma, a prominent educationist. The director of the school delivered the welcome note. If you can see, observe this sample carefully, you can see that everything is happening, is written in a chronological order. The director of the school delivered the welcome note, which was followed by a welcome dance by the students. Next, the annual report was presented by the school headmistress. A colorful cultural program representing different states of the country was presented by the school children. See, the same order we are writing it. The skit, Kal Ek Nai Shuruaat, promoting optimism, was appreciated by everyone. Prizes were given to the meritorious students in the field of academic, sports and other activities. The best and second best house in the field of extracurricular activities and sports were also awarded. In his speech, the chief guest, Mr. Sharma, lauded the efforts of the students and the staff for putting up a good show. The program ended with a vote of thanks by the school vice principal, Mr. R.N. Gupta. So, if you would have observed this sample report, you would have seen how precisely in a chronological order, how nicely it is written. a picture was presented in front of the reader through the sentences or the written through the description. Okay, now let us see another example, which is the sample report for newspaper. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Now see, here is a report about an accident, and the title given here is 4 killed as car rammed into bus. Rammed means hit very hard. Okay, and because it is a newspaper report, so we have written by Shweta Vashist. And who is Shweta Vashist? Comma, staff correspondent. Might be the newspaper name is not given in the question, that's why it's not given. Otherwise, if it is given, you can write the newspaper name also. So as per our format, place, Panchkula, and the date. Okay, then colon, and we will start writing from here only. Okay, we will not leave any line, or we will not begin with a new paragraph. We will start writing from here only. So 4 people were killed and at least 2 seriously injured. If you can see, it's written in passive voice. When a Maruti 800 car rammed into a private bus at sector 15 around about 2 p.m. here today. So you can see when, where, and the time is also included. According to preliminary reports and eyewitness accounts, the driver of the car lost control on his speed and failed to apply the brakes. The bus was waiting for passengers at the sector 15 bus stand. The injured have been rushed to the government hospital, Panchkula, and further investigations are on. So have you seen this report? I will send the pictures also in the form of PDF. No need to copy it right now. You just understand. See the format and the way of writing. So what did you observe in this report? The heading of this report is short and is not a complete sentence. Can you see here? 4 killed as car rammed into bus. It is short, but it's giving us a clear picture and it's not a complete sentence. The name of the reporter is followed by date, place, and time of the incident. The entire report is broken down into many paragraphs. In the first paragraph, the entire incident is reported in a gist form. Okay? The subsequent 2 paragraphs mention the other details related to the incident. The final paragraph contains the inconsequential details. I hope you can see it on the screen. The whole report is factual. It's giving us the clear facts. Okay? The entire report is in the third person and in the passive voice. So this is how we write our report. So these were some sample reports which you have seen. Before I wind up this session, let me quickly tell you the important points which you need to remember while writing a report once again. Mention the place, date, time, and other relevant facts about the event. Include information collected from the people around or affected by the event. Write the name of the reporter. Provide a suitable title or heading. Write in past tense. Write in reported speech and use passive forms of expression. Develop ideas, causes, reasons, consequences, opinions logically. Write in less formal and more descriptive manner while writing a report for a school magazine. Present your ideas and impressions to make the report interesting. So this was all about how to write a report. I hope report writing is clear to you all now. If still there is any doubt or any query, let me know in your doubt clearance session at the given prescribed time, that is 12 to 2. I'll see you in the next session very soon. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Stay safe, stay healthy.